Cultural appropriation.
Wow.
Cultural appropriation. Wow. You know what I mean? That's the biggest, and that's the first thing that popped in my head when you said that.
Yeah.
And I'll elaborate more on it.
So nowadays you got, when we was coming up, music was kind of like, we got to survive. I'm gonna get you this.
It was survival music.
Basically drug dealing music, right?
Yeah, it was.
So now you got drug user music.
Drug doing. My bad.
Drug doing. Are you good? Drug doing music.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of piggybacks basically off what you're saying. Is that what causes that? Is that what caused all that, or like what's going on out here? Like, how did we go from being the seller to the user?
The user.
Like, how did that happen? I mean, in your opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Cultural appropriation.
Wow.
Cultural appropriation. Wow. You know what I mean? That's the biggest, and that's the first thing that popped in my head when you said that.
Yeah.
And I'll elaborate more on it, but it went from it being an isolated genre.
Right.
It went from being an isolated,
to being like inclusive,
and now it's all inclusive. If you look at every genre now, you almost can't separate the sounds.
Wow.
Whether it's country, pop, hip hop, R&B, or rap, if there's such a thing now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it's all inclusive. So when you talk about like back in our era, especially growing up, they wasn't even glorifying the drug game. They was really spitting their real story.
Oh yeah.
They was spitting what they was really going through to get to where they at now.
Yeah.
Now, half of these rappers are telling their kids to do these drugs, and they don't even do them themselves. Wow. And honestly, it's almost inhumanly impossible for you to do that amount of what they telling you to do and live.
Well, because the people that are doing that amount are dying
at a mass rate.
You got the guy that just died. What's his name? Juice WRLD just passed away.
Just passed away, and
I mean, I don't know if that's what it was. I'm just speculating, but I would assume it was that he did a high amount and then flew.
I think a lot of it has to do with what they have to do now to get to where they at, and they ain't happy with themselves. So now they self-medicating. Look at all of them.
Yeah.
Meek Mill just did an interview with I don't know if it was Charlemagne or somebody else, but he was talking about how he had to make a conscious decision whether I was taking 10 perks a day, he said, versus being a boss. He said, I can't be a boss while I'm taking 10 perks. He said, I'm taking 2 in the morning. By 2 to 4, they wearing off, taking 2 more,
wow.
2 more every day.
Wow.
He said, and I knew it was going to kill me.
Right.
Lean has been around since we was kids when it was called syrup. Coming out of Texas.
Yeah.
It killed DJ Screw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he wasn't necessarily glorifying it until you go drink pints and pints and pints.
Right.
But now, you look at all these artists, they telling you to go pull up 4 or 5 pints, and you do this on a daily basis, your kidney's gonna shut down.
You done. It's a wrap.
But when we go back to cultural appropriation, let me get back to that. I mean, what it is, man, that they saw that now this business is generating billions.
Yeah.
It's a billion. The kids are now wanting it, so of course they're gonna monopolize it. But what better to monopolize it is and to really get our and now it's not just our culture. At first, it was kind of like the target was on our back, but now it's targets on everybody's back when it comes to the message they spreading on it.
Wow.
That's why they only push certain artists. That's why
it's always been like that too.
That's why they tell you certain artists can make it, and this is what you're gonna talk about. That's why you got your ARs. The ARs will sit there and revamp your album.
Still with the YouTube stuff and with the SoundCloud and all that, you're still picking and choosing.
They pick and choose. Pac said it best, man, when he got locked up. He said, "Why you think my album went #1 when I was locked up? Because they still chose to push me."
Wow.
They still chose to push me. You know what I mean? So they choose to push and market it who they want. And if you're not, you get put on the shelf. If you're not going to talk about what they want you to talk about, they put you on the shelf.
Wow.
So that's why you see the influx of the drug doing music with the culture. Now it's mixed in because a lot of the rap now is almost mosh pitish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now you see in London, what do they call it? I forgot the name of the style, man. It's a style that they call it. It's not bullet, man. It's something. But anyway,
Yeah.
You seeing that across the globe, man.
Yeah.
And it's all the same.
Well, like we said earlier, it's inclusive, man. Everybody feels included. Everybody feels like what your boy saying, Hustle and Flow. Everybody has the right to spit a verse.
You know right though. You know
what I'm saying? So that's kind of where we at with it.
Yo, what up? Thank you for watching the video. It's your boy Chad Rob. Don't forget comment, subscribe. Press that notification bell so you can see what's coming next. And as always, I'll be back. Yeah.